In this video, we are going to understand how to create lead in Salesforce and ActiveCampaign and send email for webhook response. So here my objective is every time I have received some response from form builder applications or landing pages, etc., then automatically with the response received, I want to create a lead in Salesforce, I want to create a contact in ActiveCampaign and then send a customized mail to the user via Gmail. Now to do this, I'll have to integrate all these applications, and to receive the response, I'm going to use a feature by Pabbly which is Webhook that can be placed in any application that supports Webhook. So here I'm going to integrate these applications using Pabbly Connect. So here my trigger will be Webhook, then my action applications will be Salesforce, ActiveCampaign and Gmail. Now to integrate and automate this entire process and understand how I have done this, let me take you to my screen. So here we are going to see as soon as we receive information through any platform. So here we have taken this form builder application and here we have used Webhook as a feature by Pabbly. And now once we have received this information, then how automatically a lead first would be created here in Salesforce, and then a contact would be created in ActiveCampaign, and also a confirmation mail will be received by the person. Now to do this, we are supposed to integrate Gmail with Salesforce and ActiveCampaign along with the platform from which we are receiving the response, which is JotForm here. And we are going to do the same using Pabbly Connect. Now let's understand how. So this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect software, and you can reach here by writing pabbly.com/connect in the address bar. And once you reach here, you will have to either sign in or sign up. So if you are an existing user, simply sign in, and if you are a new user, sign up. It is not going to take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. Now I'm going to click on sign in as I am an existing user. And as we do that, here we have reached all apps page. These are the various products of Pabbly, and here we are going to click on access now for Pabbly Connect. As we do that, here we have reached the dashboard. Now on the right hand side there's a tab create workflow. Click on this. This dialog box has appeared, and here we have to name our workflow. So as per my objective, I'm going to name it like create subscriber in Salesforce and ActiveCampaign and send email for webhook response. You can give any random name as well. I'm going to click on create. And as we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One here is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger here is when this happens. Action says do this. Basically action here is the automated response of your trigger. Now let's understand this with the help of an example. So every time you swipe your card and the payment is done, then you automatically receive a message on WhatsApp or a text SMS. How does that happen? With the help of automation. Now in such a case, your trigger will be the payment gateway and your action application will be WhatsApp or SMS sending applications. Let's come to our use case. So here we want that every time we have received some information from anywhere like a landing page or a form builder application or any other platform, then you want that with that information you should be able to create a subscriber in Salesforce and ActiveCampaign. Now here I am going to use a feature by Pabbly which is Webhook. How does it work? So this provides you a URL, and now whichever application supports URL, you just have to put this webhook there, and then you can integrate any application with that particular application. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this webhook URL. Now let's say that Pabbly Connect does not have a direct integration with JotForm, though it has, but I'm just giving you an example. So in that case, what we have to do, we have to go to JotForm, and here let's say that this is the form, course enrollment form. So I'm going to click on edit form, and let's understand this form. So here we have got the basic fields like first name, last name, email address, phone number, gender, location, and then we have the name of the course. Okay, what we have to do, we have to integrate this form with Pabbly Connect. For this, I'm going to go to settings. On the left hand side you have integrations. Now here we have to look for webhooks. Here it is. And now here I'm going to paste the URL that we had just received. Click on complete integration, and here you can see that the integration is ready. I'm going to click on finish. Now in this way you can integrate any application that supports Webhook with Pabbly Connect. Once this is done, I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. So here it is written, copy the webhook URL and add it under the webhook section of the application you are willing to integrate with. We have done this. Once you are done with adding the webhook URL, then you have to do a test submission in order to capture the webhook response here, which means that now I have to fill up that form. So I'm going to take you back to Jot form, and here let's go to publish. Now here we have received the link. I'm going to open this in a new tab, and now let's fill up this form. So let's say the name here is Sweet, the last name is Buddy, then here is the email address, which is sweetbuddy@pabblytudes.com. Then here we have the phone number, gender, let's say it's a female, location is Bhopal. Now which course do I want to select? Spoken English course. Now I'm going to click on submit. So here you can see that the form has been submitted, taking you back to Pabbly Connect, and here we have received the response. Let's understand what we have received. So this here is the webhook URL through which we have set up this connection. Then here we have the username, form ID. Then here is the name of the form. As I take you down, so here we have got the user details, first name, last name, email address, phone number, gender, location, and course name. Okay. Now once we have received this, what do I want? I want to create a subscriber, basically this user who has just enrolled. I want to create this user as a subscriber in Salesforce. So here I'm going to choose my action application as Salesforce. Let's click on this. Action event will be create lead. Let's click on connect. And here Pabbly Connect wants to connect itself with the Salesforce account. Now whenever you are creating integration, always sign up or just log into the applications that you wish to integrate. So here I have already logged into my Salesforce account. I'm going to select add new connection, connect with Salesforce. So here we have to allow access. So I'm going to go down and click on allow. And as we do that, we can see that the authorization has been successful, which means that Salesforce and Pabbly Connect are now completely integrated. Okay, now I'm going to come down, and here we have to fill in this information. First of all, the last name. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this, and this here is the previous step. As I click on this here is the response received. And as I take you down here, so you can see this here is the last name. Now this method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping. So mapping means that I already have this information and I'm just going to retrieve it. Now why did I do this? Because if I had written the same thing manually, so even when my workflow was running in real time with some new information, it wouldn't have taken that. Instead, it would have always taken the last name as Buddy. So to avoid that, we map the information. So basically, the meaning is that if you have static information which is not going to change, in such a case, you can just write that manually. And if you have dynamic information which is going to change with every response, then you should always map it. Next is the first name. So I'm going to repeat the process. Go down. This here is the first name. Then we need the title. So I'm just going to leave this blank. Name of the company. So the company name is required. So here let's say that there is a particular company that is offering all these courses and the name of the company is not going to change. So here I'm just going to write Pabbly Connect. So this is going to be a static information. Now let's say that you want this information to be changed. So you can get a field in your form with the name company so that you can map the same information as well. Now here we have to map the phone number. So I'm going to go down. This here is the phone number. And then we have email address. So let's look for the email address. Here it is. Then we have the website. I'm again going to leave this blank. Description, lead source. So what is the lead source? It is web. Then we have the status. So I have mentioned the status as open and not contacted because it has just been created. Then we have the rating, street, city and country. I'm just going to leave this blank. These are not the required fields. Now when you are creating this integration, if this information is important for you, you should always fill this. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as I do that, here we have received the response which says that it is a success, which means that now this lead must be created in Salesforce. Let's go and check the same. So this here is my Salesforce account. I'm going to take you to leads. Let's close this. And here you can see our lead has been created. The name is Sweet Buddy. This here is the name of the company. So till here our integration is a success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. And what is the next objective? Here I want to create a subscriber in ActiveCampaign, which is an email marketing platform. So here I'm going to look for ActiveCampaign, and the action event here will be to create or update a contact. Let's click on connect. So here again we have to connect Pabbly Connect with Active. So here again Pabbly Connect wants to connect itself with ActiveCampaign account. Let's select add new connection. I've already logged into my ActiveCampaign account, and now to set up this connection we need this API key and the URL. So from where can we receive this API key? So first we have to log in, that I already have done. Then you have to go to settings tab, which is there on the left sidebar area. From there we have to go to developers and API key. So this here is my ActiveCampaign account, and here we have to go to settings. Now within settings we have developer, and this here is the API access key and URL. So I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. Here first we have to enter the API key. So I'm going to copy this API key and paste this over here. And then here we have to enter the URL. How do we have to enter this? So this is the example. So I'm going to take you back to ActiveCampaign, and here I'm going to copy this URL, go back to Pabbly Connect. Now I'm going to paste this here, and here I'm going to remove this part as specified here, and now I'm going to click on save. And as I do that, here you can see that the two applications are connected. Now here we have to map this information. So first of all, the email address, let's go to step 1, and here I'm going to look for the email address. Then we have the first name, so let's go to step 1 once again, and this here is the first name. Then we need the last name, and here we have the last name. Then we have the phone number, and let's scroll down, and this here is the phone number. Then we have the tag ID. So if you want to mention any tag, you can do that here. Then we have the list. Now all these contacts can be created in multiple lists. I have created just one list here, which is master contact list. So I have added the same. And then we have the account ID. So you can choose your account or map the account ID. I'm just going to leave this blank because this is not a required field. And now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see we have received the response. So this here is the contact email. Then we have the phone number, first name, last name. This is the created date and time. And now I'm going to take you to ActiveCampaign. And here we are going to go to contacts. So here you can see that Sweet Buddy, this particular contact has been created. So this means that our integration is a success. Now once we have received this information, I'm going to go towards my last step, where I have to send a mail to this person, a customized mail, where I'm just going to say that, you know, your response has been received and one of our team members is going to contact with you soon. So for that, I'm going to choose my action application here as Gmail. I'm going to send this mail via Gmail. You can use any other platform as well. And here the action event will be to send email. Now I'm going to click on connect, and Pabbly Connect again wants to connect with my Gmail account. Let's select add new connection, connect with Gmail. And here I have selected the account. Now Pabbly Connect wants to access my Google account. Now this is absolutely secure. I'm going to click on allow. And once this is done, you can see that the authorization has been successful. Now I'm going to take you down, and here we have to fill in this information. So first of all, the recipient's email address. For this, go to step 1. Let's look for the email address, and here it is. The next thing here is the sender's name. So let's say the sender is Pabbly Connect. What is the email subject? Welcome on board. Once this is done, then we have the email content type. This is plain email content. So here I'm going to write dear. Now I'm going to map the first name of the person. Let's go to step 1, and this here is the first name. So dear Sweet. So here I have written welcome on board. You have successfully enrolled to our course. Now what is the name of the course? Let's go to step 1 and see the name of the course. So here it is. Okay, so I have added you have successfully enrolled to our course. Our team will reach out to you within 24 hours. Regards. Okay, so this is the message. Now when you are writing a message, you can customize this as you want. Next, if you want to send any file along with the mail, here you have to enter the file name, and then the attachment URL has to be pasted here. Remember that the maximum file size of the attachment is 25 MB. Now I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request. And here you can see we have received the response, which means that now the user must have received an email. Let's go and check the same. And here you can see, yes, we have received the mail. So this basically means that our integration is a complete success. Now I'm going to check the same in real time. For that, I'm going to take you back, and here I'm going to fill in another form. So let's open this. This time, let's say the name here is test and the last name here is buddy. Then we have the email address, which is testbuddy@pabblytutes.com. Then here we have the phone number. Gender, let's say it is a male. Location, let's say this is Delhi. And the course name is NEET. Now I'm going to click on submit. Now as soon as this happens, first of all, a lead should be created in Salesforce. Let's go and check. I'm going to refresh this page. And you can see the lead is created here. Now let me take you to ActiveCampaign, and here I'm going to again refresh this page. Let's go to contacts. Okay, so here you can see test buddy has been created here. And now I'm going to take you to the email address of the person. And here you can see we have received another mail. So this basically means our integration is a complete success. And now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So here our trigger was a feature by Pabbly, which is Webhook, where the event was to capture Webhook. Then our first action application was Salesforce, where we had to create a lead. And then our second action application was ActiveCampaign, where we had to create or update a contact. And our final action application was Gmail, where we had to send an email. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. Now you can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.